Evil really has a sparing date. Hey, Weleke, my wonderful and amazing people, come and hear story. Because right now, some people have tried to forget the past, how it all started in this media space, what happened, what transpired, and what Juju Ekwensu and Yul Edochie did to Queen Yul Edochie. My people, they are trying to change the narrative right now, but we are not going to allow them. So many people have forgotten so soon what transpired. You remember when Yul Edochie was seeking for an apology from Queen Edochie. He writes several apologies, and in one of the apologies, Yul Edochie told Queen May that he loves her so much and will never stop loving her, that she should please don't leave him. In all his apology, he was begging, please don't leave me. This is the whole truth, that he has dated, when he confessed to Queen May, that he has dated Judy Ekwensu for 5 years. And in that relationship, that he tried his possible best to leave Judy Ekwensu romancing Mommy Water, but it didn't just work. As you can see on your screen. Yul Edochie swear that he tried, but he realized he just couldn't leave her. That he is not married to Juju Ekwensu romancing Momota. And the plan is not to break their home and to marry Judy. It's not their plan. Yul Edochie swear with his life to Queen May Edochie that he is not, that the plan is not to marry Juju Ekwensu romancing Momota, that he is not married to her and will not marry her. So my wonderful and amazing people, do you know why Yul Edochie cannot leave Judy and couldn't leave Judy then? That is what you are about to hear in this video. How Juju Ekwensu started. How Juju Ekwensu led Yul Edochie into the evangelistic thing. How she bought the inner mind of Yul Edochie. When you eat with your enemy, you have to eat with long spoon. But Yul Edochie didn't know that Juju Ekwensu was an enemy to his marriage. My people, Yul was supposed to be a family man. But guess what? Juju Ekwensu did not allow Yul Edochie to do that. Yul had an affair, several affairs with both Chinedu Bernard, the one that Kuti Juicy brought recently, this Chika Ike, and the rest of them, both single women and the married women. He was one of the Nollywood hottest actor, known far and wide, and for his talent and for womb shifting. You understand? He is a kpekus addictor. He can shift your womb anyhow unless you did not open your kpekus for him. According to the gist, Yul Edochie wanted respect. He wanted the image of devoted husband. In public, at least, his wife was the kind of woman, May Edochie, a kind of woman many say no longer exists. Yes. She was respectful. She was reserved. She was steady. She understood the demands of Yul Edochie's craft. She held down to the home, protected the peace of the family, and allowed Yul Edochie to chase his dreams. Whenever Yul Edochie is in the location, Yul Edochie will be on his phone 24/7 on his phone. And if Queen May Edochie calls him, he will answer. He always with his phone, constantly communicating with Queen May Edochie, even when there were others around. Side chicks, even in the presence of side chicks, Yul Edochie admires the wife and admires their place. Just like in the case of Uche and Chinedu Bernard, they all knew Queen May. Yet, over louder speaker being Juju Ekwensu romancing Mommy Water and Yin Colomentus. In a crowded room, Yul Edochie still don't joke with the wife. Yul's voice belonged to the wife. No excuse, no retreat. Yul Edochie made them pause. He made them to be envy. He made them to respect him. He made them also to hate him and also to hate his wife, because the wife is always on call with him. And he always promotes his wife wherever he is, because that is the kind of woman he needs for life. Then there was Judy Ekwensu romancing Mommy Ota, who is married to Mr. Obasi. But marriage was always a stepping stone for her. She was born into few options, no wealth, no prospects, but with ambition, arrogance, a hunger. That was what filled Judy Ekwensu romancing Mommy Ota. So when Judy Ekwensu met Yul Edochie, things changed. She walked into higher cycle, rubbing shoulders and exchanging bodily fluids. You understand that? With Sylvester Mado. You know that Nollywood actor, Sylvester Mado, that always acts like a cultist in the movie, in all his movie. You understand? So there are other ones, both Simon, Emeka, etc., thinking that if she could be seen, she could change her story. She carried her kpeku sleeping with all men in the Nollywood, even with Mr. Ibu, both at home and at a movie location. So at home, Judy Ekwensu will taunt on Mr. Obasi. Do you know I am beautiful? You have seen it in one of the Mr. Obasi's live video when he was discussing about what transpired between him and Judy Ekwensu romancing Mommy Ota. He told Mr. Obasi, better men than you like me. You reason like an Onitsha trader. You understand? He told the husband that he reasoned like Onitsha trader. And this husband of him is also a businessman at Onitsha. So how do you want him to reason? That voice, that confidence was a max, or maybe the first sign of a deeper plan. Immediately he began to tell Mr. Obasi all these words. That was when she began to plan her way out into the life of Yul Edochie. In her delusions of grandeur, she left her marriage. She pulled her kids out of Mr. Obasi's house, sent them to the village with her mother, and moved towards Asaba, moved towards possibility. Judy and Yul started knocking, not exclusive. He had several like her, and she wanted bigger fish and fame. So she knocked and knocked and knocked to no avail. Simon, am I lying? Simon is here in the media space. He's one of Judy Ekwensu Nakademu's partner. Judy Ekwensu even knocked Governor X. He knocked so many of them. He knocked all the men that were doing well in the industry. And there was something else, powers beyond ambition. Judy dabbled into things men didn't talk about. Diabolism, ritual. She and her mother, her sister, all expected that she was the family's hope to survive. My people, this is not a small matter. All the family members relied on Judy Ekwensu romancing Mommy Ota for a survivor. That is why they give her that support. They go spiritually for her. So when you finally made his political move, something snapped in Judy. She sensed a jackpot. Judy began to replicate her style of flattering and predatory actions around Yul Edochie. She began to worship Yul Edochie, both the public mimicry. My husband, Judy always thanked that. My husband, in that apartment you had in the boys quarter, in that apartment they were living in the boys quarter at Enugu, where Judy screamed at the gate man when he tried to query Yul who he was looking for. You remember that? Judy always invite Yul Edochie to where they were living. And when the gate man tried to ask Yul a question, who are you looking for? Juju Ekwensu almost by the gate man that period because of Yul Edochie. And he shouted on the man and told him, my husband, everywhere. Yul Edochie has never even proposed to her for the first time. So they started with zero intention. You have no intention towards Judy then. To make him his side chick, no. To make him the wife, no. Not to talk of a life partner. Hey, Juju Ekwensu digressed and engaged into that relationship and took it serious. Juju Ekwensu told Yul Edochie that he needed a spiritual protection. You know, when a woman wants to side a man, he will use something that he know that this man need when it comes to that new position, new level he want to enter. Because Yul Edochie want to enter into politics. He want to go for governorship. Juju Ekwensu now came with the idea that Yul Edochie needs a spiritual protection. A spiritual protection to run the political office. He did not stop there. He said that he could run for office empty and he will fail. He will not succeed. So Juju Ekwensu took Yul Edochie to fortification. They went somewhere and they fortified Yul Edochie. For the mind of Yul Edochie thought that they were fortifying him, not knowing that Juju Ekwensu convinced him that spiritual binding to her was necessary, that she should be Yul Edochie's spiritual binding. So he agreed. What did he have to lose? Nothing, he felt. In other words, to access the unending power of her water deity, Yul Edochie needed to marry into that kingdom. Yul jumped in because Juju Ekwensu assured Yul Edochie that this is just spiritual. You are free to do as you please. After this, Juju Ekwensu became his PA, followed him everywhere. When Yul asked Judy, why are you following me everywhere? Judy would reply him that she was carrying his power and needed to be present for his protection. The names, his, her excellency, were flying around every time. His, her excellency. Yul had no idea he had been locked into a spiritual tie that breaking can only be done by the predator, Judy. Then Judy got pregnant. She insisted this time no removing of the belly, no backing out. She had plans, but kept assuring you that she knows her place and respects his marriage. Oh, Dilo. Meanwhile, Yul had an apartment in Enugu where his main side chick, Chinedu Bernard, was living with him there. When May Edochie and the kids visited, Chinedu Bernard will vacate the house. You see how he was doing it? Judy was fully aware of Chinedu Bernard, and that was her biggest threat then. Because of the way Yul spoke about the docile and calm nature of May Edochie, the wife, Judy saw her as no threat at all. Chinedu Bernard was there for the same thing, chop and pass, nothing more. But Judy saw what Yul was and assumed in her dim witch small brain that she could handle him and his household better than his wife of 18 years. She had no idea what both of them has given for that relationship. My people, if you don't know matter, never jump into it. Juju Ekwensu locked Yul Edochie spiritual and both his inner mind so that Yul Edochie will be dancing to her tone, and whatsoever she wants Yul Edochie to do, Yul Edochie will be doing it. So when Judy told Yul she was pregnant, his face hardened. He was bound to her spiritually, but her news unsettled him. She reminded him Mary may have bankrolled your political campaign. Can you imagine? But I brought spiritual backing to you. Judy is telling Yul Edochie that Mary may have bankrolled your political campaign, but she herself brought spiritual backing to Yul Edochie. That she brings something else to the table, which you very much need. Remember these words. Each each woman has something she brings to the table. Okay, now that is what Yul Edochie replied her. Each woman has something to bring to the table. The campaign surged forward. This is when the campaign was going on. So Yul tasted success. In his triumph, he began pulling away from Judy. Her calls filled his phone 10 in a row, then 15. This is when Yul Edochie was stepping away from Judy. Remember your oath. This is what Judy always tell Yul Edochie. Remember your oath. Judy could whisper over and over, but Yul laughed. What can you do to me? He asked, voice cold. On his way home to Lagos to go see his family, Yul drifted into a minor car crash. A dented guardrail, a shattered side mirror. He scoffed at it until Judy spoke. That she said that was your warning. This is what Judy told Yul Edochie, because Yul Edochie was staying away from Judy, trying to, abandon her. Judy now sent that attack and sent that accident. And the next thing Yul Edochie could hear from Judy, that was your warning. You cannot abandon me. Hey, Willie K. It will be your end. Can you imagine? Hey, this woman is really evil. Is really evil. People don't even understand what Juju Ekwensu had done to Yul Edochie. And people are still doubting it up to now. That is why you see us bringing all these, so that you people will know what is really going on. My wonderful and amazing people. So according to what is going on, and what had happened then, when Judy told Yul Edochie that was his warning, you cannot abandon me, it will be your end. Yul Edochie turned back to Enugu, and Judy became his public main sight hand. Judy forced him into becoming the father she claimed he always was supposed to be to a child he had no care for. Meanwhile, May Edochie was in Lagos and was losing her mind. She bought a ticket to Enugu, got her things together, and was ready to go cater for her husband, Yul Edochie. But Yul Edochie turned her down. Yul Edochie played things. He said, the kids need you more. Nne, I am okay. But to Papit Edochie and his brothers, he had to explain the reason why this strange looking friend is hovering around him at every end. He said Mary is too busy with her business. She didn't want to come see me. Okay now, this is what Yul Edochie use an excuse and he tell the parents. The thing is, Judy wanted Mary to come. She wanted to expose herself to Mary, but you did not want this. That is when Judy started throwing the words polygamy around. I am a nice person. She said, I don't mind staying here in Enugu as your wife Mary stays in Lagos. Yul was like hell. No, Mary is my backbone. She has a certain sophistication and loyalty that I cannot let go. She fits my aesthetic, but you, Judy, do not. Besides, it could end our marriage, which will be the end of me. Case closed, according to you. Judy's face hardened. She nodded as if agreeing, but inside she was already weaving a new plan. If you followed her then on Instagram, that is when she posted, I feel like reaping where I did not sow, a survivor. Can you imagine? That was when she began to plan for another thing, the next line of action. I feel like reaping where I did not sow. So, my wonderful and amazing people, let me drop it here. Since they don't want to rest and they want to accuse Queen May over what she knows nothing about, we will continue to bring out the matter to the media from the beginning of it, so that some of you that has forgotten and some of you that does not know what transpired from the beginning will come to know it. Then you will judge by yourself who is the victim. Share this video, share as many as you can, and don't forget to drop your constructive opinion on the comment section. And also subscribe to our YouTube channel, sjemere. See you in my next update. God bless you all. Thanks for watching.